Yes, people, back again. And I don't know the boy Yardman there. Just leaving the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal win the Emirates Cup for the second straight season, or the third straight season, beating Olympiacos 2-0 today. We have the two centre-back score, Gabriel and William Saliba score today. It's just another quiet game. To be honest with you, I was sleeping. I nod off for the last 20 minutes because the game wasn't nothing in the game. Wasn't much. Arsenal have the ball, but there's nothing really and truly was going on. And it's just another day, another game. But next Saturday we're going to play Wolves with the opening season of the Premier League, and we can tell the starting 11. There is only one addition at the very present moment coming into Arsenal. That's Calafiori. He can play either centre back or he can play on the left. And I more likely think that when he come on, he will play on the left. Well, today he come on for Zinchenko, and he was playing on the left. So, like I said in the last video, that's where I believe more likely he will play, unless we have an injury of a knock, and that's why Mikel Arteta said he can get him in, should in case we have a knock to our centre back, because last season we were damn lucky not to have William Saliba or Gabriel or Ben White injury. So you know what, he's not taking the risk this season, and he go out there and get Calafiori to come in. So as you can see, we're at the Emirates Stadium. So all in all, like I said, we know the starting 11 for Saturday coming. So I can tell you, it's gonna be a Ryan goal. It's gonna be Ben White, William Saliba, Gabriel, Declan Rice, Partey with Odegaard. And we're either gonna have Trossard or Martinelli start. That's one that's up for it, and Saka, and we're gonna have Thingy there up front, Kyle Havertz up front, and that's the starting 11. The bench is not looking any stronger than what it is from last season. We know we're going for Mikel Marino, and he can play in the position that Declan Rice playing, and as you see him play for Spain. Now, my argument is that is enough for Arsenal to win the Premier League. It wasn't enough last season for we to win the Premier League because Man City was better than us. So this season I think we need more. Do we really and truly need a centre forward? I said yes, because in games that we lose, that's where the centre forward could come in and make the difference. And not even say in games that we lose, but in game where we're struggling and we could have it easy. We need a big, strong centre forward to come in. We know we're not going to get Isak. Newcastle saying that he's not for sale, not going to sell him. Ivan Toney, we don't know what's going on there. Is he a Mikel Arteta type? And I speak about this already. Is he a Mikel Arteta type player? We don't know, because it seems like Mikel Arteta don't want him. If not, we'd have been in for him already. There's another player that is up for, I don't remember. Oh my God, him just slipping my brains at the moment. But there's another centre forward that we're linked to, and it's only speculation. There's nothing really and truly there for we to say he's gonna come. But the only one that we maybe see coming before the transfer window close is Mikel Marino, and that's the only one that we know that Arsenal is close to signing. But they should have get this done already, and this is why sometimes I don't like with Arsenal, because it's easy. It's better for you to go in and go and get your signing them, identify them before the transfer window close, and know what you want. You see that your Euro play today this season, so you should have been identifying player that can come in, can fit in the system, can take Arsenal to another level, because we still need that, you know, that little to get to the next level over Man City. And this is where we're falling short, and that's where I'm saying Mikel Arteta and Edu, they're not active, and they really and truly need to be more active in the transfer window. Now, moving on from that, we know that Eddie Nketiah didn't come on today. He was on the bench, he didn't come on. We know that Ramsdale didn't come on. What's going to happen to them? I don't know. Should we go out there and sell more player? It's easily said and done, because sometimes we can say we can sell a player or two, but what if the player don't want to go to that club? What if the club doesn't want to pay the price that Arsenal want to pay? What if the club and the player cannot meet its terms? I mean, all of that have to take place. So sometimes we will sit in there and think it is easy for a player to sign or Arsenal to sell a player, and it is way more complicated than what we think, because like I said, the player have to want to go to the club and the player have to have the agreement, and then club to club they have to agree on a price and the structure of the payment, how the payment gonna go. So all of those things, it takes, as much as how we'd like to see players just come in like that, it takes time. But when a player want to come, and when a club want a player and they just give the asking price, and the club and the two clubs them can just come together and get it done, and the player want to come, and it will be more easier for player to sign. And like you see with Calafuri, I know a lot of people see Calafuri sign for Arsenal, but he don't give Arsenal the promise that he's not going to sign for anybody else, but he's definitely going to come to the Emirates. So this is why we see Calafuri come over the line and so forth. But like I said, people, I don't know what you lot think, but for me, I don't think what we have here is enough for we to go on and win the Premier League. I still think that we are 2 to 3 players short, and I'm not talking about 2-3 players that's going to come on and make up the numbers on the bench. I'm talking about 2-3 players that where Mikel Arteta, like how you see, he will shut his eye and pick either Zinchenko, Martinelli or Trossard, where at times I'm having problem with both of them. That's all we need, player to come in to give Saka that problem. We need a player to come in to give Declan Rice that same problem. We need a player to come on to give Kyle Havertz the same problem. Should we play Kyle Havertz this now, or should we play that player? Or anyone Mikel Arteta pick, we know that, the Emirates will say, okay, just like what you see Man City do. Man City may more likely have 2 players for every position, and Mikel Arteta at times at who they're playing, he will just pick a team to suit that style of play that they want to play for that particular team. And this is what we do not have, because if you look on the bench now, coming in Saturday, if we don't get any player signed, who we gonna have on the bench? Say say Eddie Nketiah go, say Ramsdale go. We're gonna have Jorginho on the bench. We're gonna have Jesus on the bench. We're having Vera on the bench. We're gonna have Reece Nelson on the bench, and either Trossard or Martinelli are gonna be on the bench. Do I miss out anybody else? And we're gonna have what's his name? What's that left back name? Oh my god. What's that left back name? Oh, I forgot what's his left back name. Oh my god, why I forgot the left back? Remember 15. I can't remember the name, but yeah. And do we look at that bench and then maybe have 1 or 2 academy player? We know Waneri maybe gonna get his break in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup. I hope that Nicholas as well get his breakthrough. We see where Skelly is getting a knock in the. Then again, Kelly, like, he can play on the left, or we can play him at centre back. I don't know where is natural right position that Mikel Arteta want him to play, because if that is the situation, that's going to play him on the left. We're gonna have we still have, even though he's injured, we still have the likes of Timber to come back in, and Timber's supposed to be the natural left back for Arsenal. You understand? And then we're gonna have Zinchenko. We're gonna have Calafuri can play there. So is it Skelly gonna get any game playing at left back? There's gonna be too much there for him. Is he gonna get a game playing as a centre half on the left side where Gabriel play? Me more likely no, because he will more likely want to use Calafuri in that position if and when he feel like he want to give Gabriel Gabriel a rest in certain game. So it, this guy saying Arteta in. Of course he's in. So where does Skelly go? Where does he play? If we put him on the bench. So that's another mystery for him. Is it going to happen and stuff like that? So we have to all of them things that we have to take in consideration. We have Nicholas. He's a little bit small, but I think he's going to be developing as a really good player, and he play on the right, and I think he's watching Ben White, and you know what? I have concern over his structure or small he is, and I remember when Saka, Burst and Asima was playing left back, and Saka wasn't that big. He wasn't that, but he was very strong. And yeah, I understand he wasn't a big player, but he was in defense. So the same thing with Nicholas. I believe he's a type of player who's gonna come in and he looked really good. And I'm talking about this youngster, Nicholas. Remember that name, Nicholas. If Arsenal develop him right, he's gonna be even more than Saka, because the 20 minutes that we see him get Wednesday, he looked really sharp. He looked like a player. He's an attacking player. When he get the ball, he doesn't really play back the ball. He's just looking to go forward. And these are the things that we like to see with player. So he's another player that we're going to watch out for. Is he going to get a breakthrough season this season? Because the right back position, we don't really have much there. Sorry, we'll have Tommy Yasu as well. I even forgot about Tommy Yasu. We have Tommy Yasu, but all in all, the bench is not that strong of a bench that where we could say, you know what, Arsenal looking good going into the start of the Premier League season. The first 5 games we have Tottenham, we have Man City, we have Wolves, we have Brighton, and who else again we have? We have Tottenham, Wolves, Brighton, Man City, and there's some other team the first 5 games, and I believe that we can definitely get 15 points from that 5 game that we're playing. We don't see Man City as any big threat anymore. We don't see Man City as a team that we have to worry that if we can get a point or can be all and they're definitely going to beat us. We don't see Man City as that team anymore for Arsenal, but don't get it twisted. They're still the team. Pep Guardiola is still the man that everybody fear, and Man City is still the team that everybody fear. So we still have to make sure that when we go there correct. We go there with the potential to win each and every game that we're going to play. And you know what, take the Premier League to a storm. And if we get the lead again, please just hang on to it. Don't just roll over with the league like what we do last season. You know, we've been leading, and then all of a sudden we lost the Premier League. When it comes to the latter stage, you know, we fall over easily. So that's what we don't want. So like I said, people, it's going to be a really difficult season this season. We're not going to take nothing for granted. We see Man City strengthen. We see Liverpool on his slot. We don't know what type of manager, what he's going to bring to Liverpool. So that's one of them that we cannot take lightly as well. We see Chelsea. When they gel together, I mean, they're going to be a force to reckon with. They're not a bad team. They got players there. They got too much player there. So all in all, they need to go and get that right. And we can't take nothing for granted. We just don't know what's going to happen. A team can just put some run together, and as you look, we are not there. So we have to take it very serious and knowing that, you know what, we're heading and we're going for the Premier League title this season. And there's nothing less than the Premier League title this season. There's nothing less for Mikel Arteta. You done something the other day when you take out the guys in for dinner, and you hire a couple of pickpockets to come there and to pick the guys things, their phone, their wallet, and you saying that the reason that you do that, you want them to be alert, you want them to aware of their surroundings. And I understand what you're doing, because it's all out in the media. That's not going to leave them. But you have to remember, Mikel Arteta, Man City pick your pocket twice. So just as though you are putting out things out there with the player, them, you have to look into yourself as well. They pick you, Pep Guardiola pick you twice. So where we're going with that? What's going to happen? You understand? And I hope the player them take that as a lesson learned and just understand what the manager was trying to do and just kick on from there, because can we win the Premier League? My heart said yes, but my mind said no, and I hope and pray that we can get it done this season. I hope and pray that we can be the champion, because we have never seen the Emirates Stadium lift the Premier League title. We see they lift FA Cup. We never see they lift a Carabao Cup. That's all we see there. 3 FA Cup we see at the Emirates Stadium. Nothing more. Yeah, we've been to a semi-final in the Europa League and a final in the Europa League. We never win it. We never win a Carabao Cup there. Just FA Cup. That's it. And for being in that stadium from 2004 until now and hasn't really and truly going 20 years win any major trophy there, it's not good for a team like Arsenal, for a club like Arsenal. It's not the best that we can do. We need to do way better than that. So all in all, people, just hope and pray for the season. Like I said, we have Wolves coming in the first game of the season, and we just have to hope and pray that we can get the first 3 points on the board and kick on from there and see if we can win the Premier League title for 2024-25 season and bring it back to the Emirates and let everybody happy and joyful, because that's all it takes. That's all we want as fans. That's all we want, to win something at the Emirates Stadium. We see it at the Ivory. We never see it at the Emirates Stadium. Like I said, only FA Cup we see at the Emirates Stadium, nothing more. So big up on yourselves, people. You don't know the boy I'm back again. Football start next Saturday. So people, look out for more content. And big up on yourself. People, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, because without you the channel can't grow. With you the channel will grow. And a lot of people watching, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Big up on yourself, people. We're there, we're over, and we're out. There at the Emirates Stadium, Ivory Islington train station, we're walking to now, and we're heading home. So big up, people.